So for a while now, we've known that the original version of Captain America 3, which came to be known as Captain America Civil War, was a far different film. This is of course in the early stages when they were developing it. It was never originally going to be this giant team-up movie. But then DC and Warner Brothers came out, announced Batman v Superman was going to be the direct competition, and they of course got the rights to use Spider-Man, and a few other characters started to kind of line up with it, and they said, you know what, we're just going to make this Civil War. But ever since then, we've learned a few other details. For starters, we know that they wanted to in some way try to incorporate MODOK, but that never took off since they can't seem to find a good, nice storyline for him, and they said that would take an entire movie, more or less. So they moved on to the next best thing, where they wanted to use Arnim Zola after briefly seeing him in a role in The Winter Soldier. Unfortunately, that didn't go far because that story was originally going to involve Captain America, Bucky Barnes, and of course what we learned would be the Mad Bomb storyline, where some sort of thing would detonate in New York, turning normal people into almost zombie-like states, where Captain America would then have to decide if he's going to fight and harm them in order to be able to stop the villains. But that all changed. Well, they had a little bit more to add to this, and they say that originally it was sort of going to be very much centered more around that whole Zola storyline. But things inevitably would end up changing when Kevin Feige would pop in there and tell them, hey, look guys, that's not what's going to happen. We're doing Civil War. And then they kind of looked confused and shocked, and then it hit them. Oh my god, they're giving us $1 billion movie right now, so let's work on this. And then just a short time after that, he would come back and go, hey guys, add Spider-Man in there. So the evolution of the story goes, from being a standalone Captain America movie to a Civil War movie to then adding Spider-Man and Black Panther at a late stage, which honestly I think worked out for the best. And as much as I wish we could have gotten the original Mad Bomb storyline, and even if we could have gotten the Serpent Society, which you guys know I'm a big fanboy of that, and I wish we could still get that maybe somewhere down the road, I'm glad with what we got because it was a great introduction to multiple new things into the MCU.